So this is day 2 at Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch. TJ had seen our updates on Facebook the night before. He decided he was going to come down and ride with us today. We always appreciate you guys that see us on Facebook out riding. You're more than welcome to reach out to us. We're always happy to take on fellow riders.
So it's morning number 2, April 28th, and we're just going to go hit a few slow, easy-going trails to kind of finish up our trip here. We'll start off with Appaloosa. Yeah, it looks like a high scenery place.
I can't tell you enough how these videos don't give the ruggedness of these trails justice. I had to lock it in full differential front and rear to get up this trail here. Part of the reason is because my lift isn't quite as high as some of the other riders with us. This limits the amount of flexibility that I have.
That's enough for me right there. That's it. Side. Sorry. Okay. We're coming up the Sidewinder here, and it's a Class 2 trail. What did we come up to? Stick stopper? Stalker? Stalker. Stumper. Just came back from Stalker Stumper. And it shows a Class 4, but it's actually not quite as bad as it looks. You need some good clearance at times, but not bad at all. All of them now.
At this point of our ride, the trail came to a Y. Option number 1 was to follow the trail around to the right. It didn't look very bad that way. Instead, we decided to choose the route on the left. It looked pretty rugged, but we decided to get out and scout on foot first. It's always a good idea to get out and walk ahead first. It's much easier to walk back than try to back your rig up a hill.
Seat belts.
Give you a funny little background story. This was my last GoPro shot. This camera sat here for almost 3 hours recording. We loaded the Jeep up and went all the way home before I realized it. I had to drive all the way back to SMORR to get it.
So we just came to the junction of Bronco Buster and the main creek here. What's this called? Maybe Pee Wee Crossing. We're going to work our way on down the creek and see what else we can get into. Since this will be our last day here, we want to kind of get out and see as much as we can.
I wouldn't steer in the wrong direction. Huh? Yeah, I'll do it here in a minute. snakes over there.
It's overflow. I don't know.
I swear the lights coming through.
Yeah, I know.
There wasn't something good.
Boy, it's a cool little area right here. So you must be TJ.
I am.
Ben Ferris.
Nice
Nice
to
to
meet
meet you, TJ. Israel.
Yeah, that went out to Moab in it. That's beautiful out there.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
Oh, you went to Moab in that one?
Yeah.
When
Like
did
a
you do
month
that?
after I bought it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But you can still talk to people with this
If you ever make it to SMORR, be sure to stop here. This is a really cool area. The trail cuts right through this hillside, exposing rock on one side. There's a nice little turnaround area here. We took this time to all get out and kind of visit a little bit before getting back on the trail.
This is Copperhead Trail here. This is one of the 6s in the park. And this is a pretty gnarly looking trail. We're definitely not going to attempt it, but
Got this big rock behind you in the tree. You got a rock behind you. Yeah, go forward and then come. Yeah, there you go. Crank it hard this way, David. All right, you can clear it now if you crank it back. Or crawl over the whole hill. That's fine too.
There's Copperheads. The Cavern Creek, it just stays on and goes way down here. I mean, that's Brixie. Cavern Creek is going to come out down there. That's going to come out down there at the bottom of, and then it brings us back up.
we rode that sucker all the way down one time.
Yeah.
Ends out.
Yeah, that's where we were yesterday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is what I was trying to get to yesterday, but you got to take this Cherokee Pass, and then you got this deadwood, like Cheap Trick, and then there's a bypass there.
You should put some bathrooms down here on the main track area.
So Dave with Jeep Kings decided to play around a little bit on the Copperhead Pass here. Rolled his Jeep yesterday, but he thought it'd be fun to try to go up the first little half of Copperhead. So now we're getting back down to the creek.
After studying the map up a little bit, we kind of got our bearings. We made our way towards the next trailhead. This would be the most treacherous trail that we went up and were able to overpass. I can't tell you enough how much worse these trails are after a big rain. Everything's slick and muddy. This made what would be a pretty simple trail more challenging. I do have to say it made things a lot more fun.
Yeah. It looks pretty bad. He's to the point of no return now. He just got to try to get out of it now, but he's hung up in a spot where it's going to be hard to.
Try and go straight, right where you're at. Okay, get ready to come up. Back her up a little. Turn driver. There you go. Stop. Again, now go passenger. Okay, now drop her down and drive. And when she starts moving, just goose her. She'll pop over. Okay, now back up. More. A little bit more. Stop. Now drop her down and goose her. You almost had it. Back her up. Straight right there. A little bit more, a little more. Okay, right there. Time's up. Now, can you turn? Okay, go back it up. She turned on it. Right, straight back. A little more. Right there. There you go. Hey, straight on for me.
This is another good example of why it's so important to have a good spotter out on the trail. Having a good spotter can make quick work of even the most rugged trails. Kudos to TJ for climbing this hill.
That was that locker.
Up a little.
so our trip was coming to an end. We made quick work of loading camp up and hooking the Jeep up to the tow bar. We've pretty well got this down to a science now. Thanks again to Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch. Without places like this, the off-road community just wouldn't be possible.
Hi, I'm Ben with Off-Road Recon. Thank you for tuning in on our second episode. On a side note, guys, the folks over at Jeep Kings are the best in the business. If you need good service and or you're looking for a rig to buy, these guys can take care of either one of those things for you. Reach out to David or Brandon over there, and either one of those guys will be able to help you out with any of your Jeep needs. And we really appreciate them being part of the convoy. If you're ever interested in being part of the convoy with Off-Road Recon, please don't hesitate to reach out to us on Facebook or YouTube. That's what Off-Road Recon's all about. We're all about riding with the community and having a good time with fellow Jeepers like yourself. If you don't drive a Jeep and you drive some other type of rig, we don't care. Come out and let's have a good time. We'll be doing some more riding this season around Missouri and some outside of Missouri. So stay tuned. If you like what you saw here in our video, just like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And we'll see you on the next episode of Off-Road Recon. Thanks for tuning in.